what a lovely chicken she is, isn't she? She's a beautiful chicken. Aren't you lovely? Oh, hello there. Hello, I'm Grandma. Sorry I didn't see you there. Think I need some new glasses. This is my little hen Norah. Isn't she lovely? I was just telling her what a beautiful chicken she is and what a very good girl she is. Norah has just laid Grandma a lovely egg. Would you look at that? It's a very small little egg though, Norah, isn't it? But it's nice anyway. Norah lays eggs because she's a happy little hen. Aren't she, Norah? She's a lovely little hen. And Norah's not a normal hen. No, she's not your everyday run-of-the-mill chicken. Norah used to be a battery hen, didn't you, pet? Yes, she did. Do you want to tell everybody about your little life, what you had? No? No, she's a bit camera shy, I think. Well, I'll tell everybody about you, pet. Poor Norah was inside of a little cage with lots of other hens, all trapped up, weren't you, pet? But now she lives at Rainbow Ark Animal Sanctuary, and she's a happy little hen. She gets to run around the fields and eat all the juicy worms, don't you? And get some nice bread treats. But then she likes to come into Grandma's house as well, because it's nice and cosy, isn't it, pet? It is. And she likes to come and lay eggs in Grandma's sitting room every day, don't you? Yes. But shall we tell everybody about your little story? Yes. Norah has a book written specially for her. It's called Norah A. Chicken. Well, isn't that lovely? That doesn't look like you though, pet, does it? Let's have a look. Ah, there's a better picture of Norah on the back there. Isn't this lovely? And it's written by M.Y. Human. Hey, isn't that a funny name? That's a funny name, Norah. Is that your other name? Is it your writing name? How did you write the book though, pet? You've got no hands. Did you get somebody else to write it for you? Yes? Shall we have a read of this little book and see what Norah's story is? Yes? Let's have a little read. It says, dedicated to all those people that made the publishing of this book possible. Thank you. Ah, well, isn't that nice? Chapter 1. A barn was filled with an incredible clatter as the chickens inside the rustling cages tried to move about to reach the automatic feeders and drinkers. Oh, were you having to rush about, pet? Those which still worked anyway. It was almost dark inside. Dark almost, but for the sparkling orange eyes that looked about everywhere. Orange eyes! Yes, she does have orange eyes as well. Oh, they're very nice. They complement your lovely red feathers, pet. Here, they're here, girls. They're here. See? Norah was right. After all of this, 1 year, 7 months, 4 weeks and 3 days, 9 hours and 27 minutes and 32 seconds. Well, what a long time that is, even down to the second. Oh, look, the little cat scared you. This is Trinity, my little cat. Isn't she nice? Do you like the story as well? Oh, I think she fell off. Poor Belle. Where were we up to? Oh, yes. A chicken in the cage next to Norah coughed slightly and added, 28 seconds, Norah. I think you'll find that is right. Norah stopped trying to move about and thought for a moment before replying. Do you know, Sea Thief? You're right. 28 seconds it is. Fancy me was suggesting we stay a moment longer than we have to. How unbelievable. Yes, how unbelievable, pet. Imagine it. 4 seconds. 4 whole chickens longer. Oh, then we have to. Norah sighed and began to look eagerly about. Yes? Are you reenacting it, looking eagerly about, Norah? Yes. I began to look eagerly about as loud voices from outside the barn filled through as many holes into it as could reach her ears. She whispered with excitement, "They're here, girls. Are you off? Oh, look, she is. Look, she's escaping. You go and have a nice walk round Grandma's sit room then, Norah. They're here, girls. They're here. They've come to get us and take us too." Norah leaned back into the side of her cage and sighed with great relief. As she looked up towards the rustling holes in the tin sheet roof above a small ray of sunlight that poured through it, catching all the dust swirled about for a moment, Norah thought, as she had often done before, that they were tiny little fairies dipped in shimmering sunlight coming in to help them. Well, isn't that a lovely thought? Were they fairies, Norah? No, they weren't. The place my mother told me of, the place where all chickens go from their torment when their torment has ended, she said as she sighed again. Yes, you're right. So right, Norah. After all, look, there they are. They are. Oh, see, they've come to save us. The chickens in the cage next to Norah said, and then stopped, not sure, in fact, where they were really going to. Really, Tick-Tock? We are all going to the most wonderful place on earth, a place where you can run about, pull worms out from the ground, lie in the sun and have dust baths and dig. Norah's words were cut short as the huge barn door flung open and standing in the doorway appeared 3 figures. I'm getting really into this story now, Norah. The sun shone behind and around them, making them appear as if by some incredible magic and looking as though they were angels sent from above. Angels sent from above, eh? Only when they stepped from the gleaming light did they reveal themselves entirely. 3 rough-looking men of the worst kind imaginable. Oh, I don't like the sound of these men, Norah. Come on, lads, let's get these going. Got another 7,500 to shift to old Dumpsy's before tea. A great fat man told the 2 standing beside him, drawing hard on his last bit of cigarette. Cigarettes are horrible, aren't they, Norah? And throwing it carelessly away. Right, Dad, let's get at them then. Dumpsy'll have half of these on the table afore supper, won't he now? The tall, skinny one laughed. The other man beside him, who resembled a smaller, shorter, fatter and almost certainly uglier version of the father standing beside him, quickly added, "Aye, that'll be right, Pete, and the rest on plastic trays in there." He carefully placed a dirty finger between his short, fat nose and held it up, saying, "Upper-class refined supermarkets." Upper-class refined supermarkets? I don't think Grandma's ever been to one of those. The skinny figure burst out laughing. "You're right there, dearie." He pushed up his nose even higher and placed his head to lean against his brothers as they both looked towards the father. He took out another box of high tar cigarettes, drawing one slowly from the packet, as though it was something to be treasured above all things. And together they shrieked in a high-pitched voice together, "Specially selected cuts, only from quality free-range farm chickens." They burst out laughing together. which was absurdly stopped as the father coughed and caught hold of each other and swiftly by their ears. I've told you more than once, shut those big gobs of yours when you're working. This is our bread and butter, boys, bread and butter, he told them, slamming a roll of white buds in each of their hands, and he pushed the sons away. Bread and butter with a bit of chicken in the middle of it, eh? Pete sniggered to his brother, so that their father did not hear. What naughty boys these are! At the naughty, Norah! Naughty making fun of people and being cheeky. Grandma wouldn't put up with any of that. Work, you idle pair. Get on with it. Are those only quality cuts you'll be getting are the ones I'll give you with me stick? The father bellowed, raising his well-worn walking stick to his head with one hand and shaking it like this. Grandma would do it if she had a walking stick, but Grandma's lost hers. What a silly Grandma, Norah, eh? Where was Grandma up to? Grandma's lost a place in the book. Let's have a look. There. With the other hand, he picked up a handful of concrete like chicken manure this is, and hurled it down towards the pair. A scruffy dog went bounding towards the man standing in the doorway, followed by a rather smartly dressed man in a well-tailored suit. Hello, Norman. Enough for you to keep you boys of yours busy? Norman grinned, showing his revolting teeth, those that still tried to endure being teeth anyway. At least Grandma's still got some good set of teeth. Even though they're not Grandma's real teeth, these are Grandma's false teeth. Grandma has another spare set of teeth as well, which she keeps in her pocket for eating apples. I'll show you. Let's have a look. They're in here with me mint imperials. Let's have a look. There you are. Perhaps I should give this man some of my teeth, eh, Norah? Yes. Oh, aye. Plenty, Henry. Plenty. Looks like you're off somewhere posh then, are you now? Norman sniggered, knowing full well where Henry was going. Henry coughed slightly and hurriedly added, "Shooting, dear boy, shooting. Would have to keep a few of those scrawny old things back for target practice, but, well, once they're out, they haven't got a clue. They just sit around all day, exactly like they are doing now." Henry paused and kicked up one of the cages beside him with a chicken inside it before saying, "Stupid brain-dead chickens." Did he say that to you, Norah? That's terrible, pet. No wonder you were so afraid. Grandma would show that naughty man a lesson or two on how to treat chickens. You're not stupid. You know to wipe your feet before coming into Grandma's house, don't you, pet? Yes. Let's see where we're at. Oh, I'm getting angry at this man now, Norah. Norman slapped him hard around the middle of his back. Well, don't you worry about anything. We'll sort out those, and then perhaps Rosie will give us a nice cup of tea, maybe. Norman looked over Henry's shoulder, hoping for a glimpse of a huge round woman with a face like a tomato and hair like it seemed to be on fire, as much as her flaming eyes always were. Norman sighed and turned away. Oh, I think this Norman likes this woman, Rosie. Maybe later. Henry looked at him hard. Later, when I'm back, he added, and then went off in his new black Range Rover and drove away. Dad, get the van. There's more than before in here, Pete called out to his father. He opened the first cage and grabbed a chicken inside where Norah was. She and the others couldn't properly see what was happening, but further down the line they could just hear squawking and harsh voices, which made Norah feel afraid, very afraid.